Good morning, everyone. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I am your host for the morning. My name is Yari Saptar and I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seekers, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. IGP and non-profit organization is a social and ISO certified international training institute in 3 years. We already served 3 million knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 250 plus professions and 4,500 plus organizations. Institution of Global Professional IGP and ISO 9001, 2015 and 10002, 2018 is the training faculty for skill development which was founded in 2020 is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professional qualification. শোনা যাচ্ছে না। The Institute of Global Professional is an educational institute that provides social work globally recognized and reputable. We serve student and community resource, providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it is not effective to increase one's skill just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate professional generation all over the world. We distribute our service locally, nationally, and internationally to students, job seekers, job holders, and also for learners through respective campus location and distance learning platforms. We are occupational and dependable institution. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, and we're trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar, courses, awards, quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling gigs. On the other side, we're also trying to serve more than 100 premium services for free like create own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and world knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge, which can upgrade all day. Kids learning game website, free courses, convert research, and many, many more. We help to empower y'all to learn to meet their expectation and dreams and become highly skilled people. We implement several training programs, webinars, and offline online courses for youth and learners by professional trainer, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals. To ensure excellent in-depth instruction, we arrange with qualified trainers, speakers, and instructors, and we extend free services to more than 3 million knowledge seekers in the last years. We have admission with universities and organizations in 70 different countries. Virtual mode signing with many colleges and organizations have been accomplished. We are working to create a legendary generation of future scholars and citizens who will be accountable. We are constantly prepared to assist all knowledge seekers with valuable service. Spreading knowledge is a crucial for the Institute of Global Professionals. We believe that knowledge is love and light and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and we serve them with good research and practice methods. We must have a genuine concern for the learners we represent. More diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP members are committed to offering effective based quality service and contextual improvements so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill levels and value. Before we
আমি
move to the next,
স্পিকার
let
টিপা
me
না
remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friends in the comment box. Your support is valuable to us. Thank you.
ওই যে ওই
Before we
মেসেজটা
move to the next, let me remind you don't
ওই
forget
যে
to
ও
share,
এই
tag,
লাইভটা
and
শেয়ার দিছে
mention your friends
গ্রুপে
in the comment box. Your support is very
আর
valuable to us.
মেসেজটা দেয়
Moving to the next, with your continuous
আচ্ছা ওই
support,
যে
we
গ্রুপে
already
প্রোগ্রাম
completed
করবো নলেজ দিছে
1,161 webinars successfully.
হ্যাঁ
Dear participant, at present we are going to start
ও
our 1,160 2, and our program name is How Our Diets and Lifestyle Affects Our Plan and the Enemies. And today our speaker name is Mr. Ishan Dubey. He's from India. Before I hand over the stage to our sir, want to share a very little bit about our speaker. He is a founder and CEO, Antarishka India, Hyderabad, Telangana, India. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Hello, sir.
Yeah, good morning, ma'am, and good morning, everyone who are watching from India and from the east. Good morning, very good morning, and from the west, it is noon, like good noon and good evening. Yes,
Sir, on behalf of IGP Knowledge Seekers, wants to hear from you about you, sir.
okay. So, ma'am, I would like to share my presentation from my side. So, just
Okay.
okay. Okay. So, hello once again. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from where across the world you are watching us. So, as today's our topic is how our diets and lifestyle affects our planet and the animals. So, before going to deep into this topic or dive into this topic, let me introduce what we are like. Actually, myself, Ishan Dubey, as ma'am has introduced, and I am the founder and CEO of Antriksh India from Hyderabad, Telangana. And what Antriksh India is all about. So, it is like a kind of like how the education and this Edu IDP is working in the field of education, like effectively. Same in India, we are also working in the three areas. Like one is education part, and second one is like environment part, and the third one is the animal rights. So we as Antriksh India as an NGO, we are actually NGO, non-profit organization, and where, as I mentioned, that we work in the three areas. Like as I said, education part. In education part, what we do, we just support to the lower poverty children's in terms of maybe some financially support they required, or maybe some in terms of some maybe subject related knowledge they required in classes they required. So we do also conduct like some scholarship exam at international and national level, and whatever the exams are there at international and national level, we also help for the students. So recently we have also conducted many of the events. Like recently, if you talk about, there is a uh, exam is going to conduct something like Albert Einstein International Scholarship Test, which is going to conduct by, like, in India there's an organization called AICTSD. So it is international exam, and there is a mathematic exam. So for that, what we have done, we have selected some of the students, scholars from across India, and we have taken who are very bright and from they are really passionate about study and toward the subject. So we have selected them, and we have given the almost 1.5 month training to them how to crack that exam without asking them anything. Okay, it's kind of like social reform, and you can say social service, you can say. And that kind same like that, we do also conduct many of the events. Like in future, we are also planning some kind of like you can say, as my background, if you talk about, my background is aeronautical engineering. So in future, we are planning to launch some satellites rocket also. So that kind of events also we are planning. There will be selecting like scholars and students from the government schools. And apart from that, when I talked about environmental part, yeah, one more thing I forget to mention in the education part. Like there are a lot of many exams, or even in schools also, students face lot of many issues in the like their subjects like math, science. So we do also conduct the online classes without any charging. It's free of cost. You can also look at our website, you can visit, and you can look into that. And if you want like you are facing any issue in school subjects, or you want to crack any exam, you can look at our website, and if it is available, definitely will come to you and help you in that. So that is another important thing. And second part, like as environment part I was talking about, so we do conduct the events like environmental awareness, like on the water day and water conservation day, and we have the environmental day. So on the time, what we do, we do conduct the campaigns to make the people aware about this global warming and at all. And the third is the thing is. And one of the most important, like if you visit our website, you'll find out there's something is called like planting tree, some kind of thing is there. Like what you can do, like every whoever having their birthday, so what they can do, they can fill a form to our by visiting our website, and they can fill form. And uh, on behalf of their birthday, our team is going to plant one tree. So on your birthday, you will be giving a small contribution from your side as a gift to your mother earth. So there is another thing which we are at present working on. And when we are talking about the third goal, animal rights, so there we talked about animals emotions, because as we all know that animals having emotions but they cannot speak. So now somebody should be there, because there are so many crimes are going. We talk about, we humans, as humans we talk about crime against humans, and but we don't talk about the crime against the animals. There are a lot of many crimes. If you talk about across India itself, there are a lot of many crimes happening against the animals. But who will talk, as animal cannot speak? They have the emotions like us, but they cannot express it. So who have to express? Like we are as a human on the earth, as an intelligent, right, brilliant, you can say, species. So we have to talk about them. So as an you can say, as an organization or as an NGO, as Antriksh India, we work on that. We run the campaigns, like kind of going in between of the people, and making to the people about what animal rights is, and how we can overcome to that. And that is what the today's topic is most going to be. Preferably we are preferably, like I'm going to prefer where I'm going to talk much more about that animal rights and at all. And that is what it is, something the topic is related to how our diets and lifestyle affects our planet and the animals. Definitely whatever we eat, whatever the diet we have, and whatever the lifestyle we follow, that is definitely impact the environment. Environment means it is indirectly, you can say, but definitely it impacts. And it is in terms of maybe like your how you are behaving with the animals, and how the crime is going against the animals. That is also one of the part of your environment. Like as we talk about global warming, so one of the part, like global warming is happening, and one of the major issue when we are talking about sustainable development goal, SDGs, of the United Nations. So in that, one of the goal is like a climate change. We have to take some action against like to overcome to the climate change. And one of the major reason is there's the global warming, how we can overcome to that. So one of the contribution comes from this, like animal cruelty, what we do on the animals. And maybe the person who is not known, they unknowingly or maybe knowingly, they do crime on the animals. That is also peoples are not aware of it, that it contributes to the global warming. So I am going to talk about those things in this during this session, right? Okay, so let's not waste much more time. So that is what the short introduction about my organization, and uh, like about myself. And if you want to know more about, you can visit our website, like www.antrikshindia.org. You can find out more about it. Let's move ahead for the topic. So as our topic is how our diets and lifestyle affects our planet and animals. Okay, so now as I was talking about climate change, and here basically we'll be talking, most probably we'll be focusing on the animal. So like when we talk about climate change, what could be the reasons for the climate change? So climate change, if you see here, it is a long term increase in the earth surface temperature, you can say. So the climate change is happening because the increase in the temperature. So when the temperature increases, like what is happen, earth surface is there, so temperature increases, so you have the ice belts, or you can say iceberg, they start to melt. What will happen because of that? The level of the sea will start to increase. So now, as if you are talking about India, because of that, after like some years, what will happen, like if you go to the coastal areas, like if you talk about Mumbai or maybe Madras, Chennai, there's some of the coastal regions are going to be under the water, and that is happening because of the increase in the water level of the sea. And that's because of increase in the surface temperature. And another way, if you talk, and the large scale changes is happening. And we cannot observe this climate change, like something is happening in India, we people cannot observe. But something, if we are contributing in India for the climate change, that we cannot see, but definitely that is that the other country people, like if you talk about North America and South America continent, they can feel that change because of what we are doing. And whatever the things they are doing, because of them they cannot feel, but we can feel what are the changes are happening. So here the large scale changes in global, regional and local weather patterns that result from that increase causes by a significant increase in the level of greenhouse gases. Now when we talk about climate change again, how the temperatures are increasing, so we have the ozone depletion, like ozone hole you say that. So and then greenhouse gases, right? So GHG, that is what you call as GHG, greenhouse gases. So there you have like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and CFC, carbon fluoro, CFC will be there, chlorofluorocarbon. So these are the some of the gases which could be the reason for this climate change and increase in the temperature. Okay. Now, and these greenhouse gases also basically produced by the fossil fuels. Like we have the renewable energy sources and non-renewable energy sources. So, like we are at present, we are dependent on the petroleum. So, after some time, what will happen? They are going to vanish. So, we have to depend on the renewable energy sources, right? Solar energy and wind energy, and that are more like eco-friendly, you can say. So, we have to. One of the reason we can overcome to the climate change is we have to look for the kind of energy sources which is eco-friendly, like solar system, like you have solar energy, and you have wind energy, and like geothermal energy. These kind of energy if we are using, and if we are depending on, at present we are depending on like petroleums and at all, and coal we are generating electricity and at all, that creates lot of greenhouse gases. And that is what you can say fossil fuels is one of the major reason for the climate change. Yeah, next slide, ma'am. Yes, next slide. Yeah. So there are some there are many more things apart from this, like you can see here intense drought. Like sometime what will happen, intense means you can say um, the drought, some of the places having the intensity of water, if you talk about the amount of water there the ground have, that will be keep on decreasing, right? So drought will come, sudden drought will come in that area. Like how much, it means how much it is normal, it will go beyond of it, and you will be having the sudden drought over to that, and the whatever the animal, insects and whatever the species are there, they will start to extinct over there. Then storms nowadays, we are seeing that, like especially if you're talking in India, this is the winter season. Like generally, like if you go 5 year back, you'll means I have feel that, and even many people feel that, and people of India also feel that, like winter season will be most probably the like you can say lower temperature will go in December month. But generally now if you feel, like in the year of 2023, you will be having a winter still it is there. If you are talking about North India region, they having the like winter in the January also. So this is why it is happening, that is like because of the climate change. So you can say like then again, then heat waves, like you will feel that some of the continents like North America, you have the like storms, heat waves, like high temperature, very high temperature regions. Rising sea, I told you that like as the icebergs and ice belts are, they will start to melt because of the increase of temperature. Because of that, what will happen, the level of the river, sea, everything will start to increase. That is what rising sea and ocean level. And carbon dioxide, CO2 is in air is increasing. So this is one of the greenhouse gases, which is the concentration of that carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, like CO, and CFC, chlorofluorocarbon. These gases keep on increasing in the atmosphere. And melting glacier, that is the one of the reason, like we have the very thick layers of the icebergs and the hilly areas. Like if you go to the Jammu Kashmir, in the area Jammu Kashmir area or Mount Everest, that region side, so those are melting. And warming oceans, and then what is happening, they are getting melt, and the temperature, the surface temperature of the oceans are keep on increasing. And because of that, what is happening, whatever the species are there inside the sea water, their lifestyle, and you can say their ecosystems are getting affected because of that. Now they are now the animals, the ecosystem is getting affected because of what, it is cycle. It is getting because of the level of the sea is increasing. Why level of the sea is increasing? Because icebergs are melting. Why icebergs are melting? Because temperature is increasing. Why temperature is increasing? Because we are using, like as I said, there's another biggest reason is animal agriculture, which I'm going to talk in uh, like within 1 to 2 minutes I'll be talking about. And one most of the reason, the first reason is fossil fuels which we are using. So now you can say we are responsible for this climate change as a human. So we have to look for it, okay. And then destroying, like for our needs, for our needs, we destroy the forest also, right? So we have to look for it, that also, and wreak havoc on people's livelihoods and communities, right? Yeah, next slide, ma'am. Yeah. Now let's talk about, as I was talking about greenhouse gases, like this is one of the like greenhouse gases. When we're talking about global warming and climate change, greenhouse gases emissions are the like you can say are the main reason for this climate change and global warming. So if you talk about greenhouse gases emission, from where it comes, so if you talk about the topmost who contributed, the topmost contributed area for the greenhouse gases emission or climate, ma'am, backside once, one backslide, yeah. So backslide, ma'am. Okay, no, not this one, ma'am. Yeah, yeah, this one, yeah. No, ma'am, you once backslide, one third slide. Yeah, this one. Yeah, right. Okay, so the most contributed area for the greenhouse gases emissions are, as I said, fossil fuels, electricity, and heat. So to generate the electricity, we use fossil fuels like petroleum products, and that will create lot of carbons emission in the atmosphere, and that contributes almost 25%. Okay, and this is the whatever the graph you can see here, the pictorial form and percentage, that is the survey done by the California University. Okay, and if you're talking about second most contributed area, and that is what today's presentation is going to be, that is animal agriculture, and you can say animal farming, deforestation, and then industrial waste, transportation, other energy, food waste, building. So when we talk about, if I ask you general question that what is the reason for the climate change, so most of the people who are not aware, they say it comes because of the transportation, what vehicles and everything we use because of that, but that is not correct. Transportation only contribute 14%. The topmost is the fossil fuel, and the second topmost, which contributes to the climate change most, that is 20% approximate by the animal agriculture. And what is animal agriculture, I'll be talking shortly. And remaining, as you can see here, the percentage, like other energy like 9.4, you can take approximate 9, food waste 6.7, and buildings construction and at all because of that 6.4. Yeah, next slide, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, next slide. Yeah. So let's talk about what is animal agriculture. Short form you can call as AA. Okay. So as I said, as I was talking about animal climate change. So animal agriculture is the second most contributed area for the climate change and global warming. And what is animal agriculture? So the world is focused on fossil fuels to fight. Ma'am, the backslide only. Yeah, to fight climate change, but there is another often overlooked climate change culprit, that is animal agriculture. You can call this as a culprit. I think I should not use word, but I feel that this word is the correct for animal agriculture is kind of culprit. So animal agriculture is the second largest contributor to human made greenhouse gases, GHG, human like greenhouse gases emissions after the fossil fuels, and is a leading cause of deforestation. Now deforestation, keep on that, forests are keep on coming. If you talk about some days before, like some years back, that in the Australia some fire happened. So a lot of the animal like kangaroo and many of the animals or species who are living in the, they died, and the reason was we humans only, no one else. We human only are the reason for that, the fire happened and at all. Okay. And did you know, and if you talk about like rainforests are there, so they are cleared every second, they are cleared. Almost 1 to 2 acres of the land is cleared of the rainforest. Okay. Because of this animal rearing and agriculture, because of the animal agriculture, we clear the rainforest, almost 1 acre to 2 acre rainforest every second. Now you can think that what we are doing with our like mother earth, is it fine to do that? You have to think. You have to put one question mark and think. Okay, ma'am, next slide. Ma'am, next slide. Okay. Is it okay? Ma'am, just a second. So, okay. Is it the eighth slide? I have to play the video. Okay, after this I'll play video. Okay. So now if I talk about less like as I was talking about animal agriculture. So number one reason is, you can say, number one cause of deforestation. If you are talking about, livestock takes up to 80% of our global agricultural land, and main cause of rainforest destruction are livestock and cattle ranching. Livestock means you talk about cows, buffaloes, and goats. These kind of animal from where we get this milk and at all, right? So we need a place to feed them, to keep them and feed them, and to we need some space. So what we do now, we have when we talking about animal this population, they are also in large. So we need a land, we need a space. So from where we'll get the land? Nowadays everywhere we are constructing a building, we are building a house, right? So where we'll get the land from these livestock? So the thing is, what we do, we cut the all the rainforest and forest, and because of that, 80%, because of the livestock, 80% of our global agricultural land, and the main cause of whatever the deforestation is happening, 80% reason is that one. Then number one cause of species extinction. So what are the yellow color points has been mentioned? These are the reason for the animal agriculture. Like when we are doing animal agriculture, these are the things are happening. Okay, like for cause of deforestation and species extinction, like dinosaurs, their life, you can say, like they are not no more, like they are no more, right? So many of us know, like some big asteroid has come and that collide. So that is only not a reason, you can say, like some of the like dinosaurs and they have extinct. So that is not to say that because of colliding this what to say, this asteroid, the entire rhinoceros, this species is extinct. Okay, the species extinction is happening. The major reason is climate change, and the climate change, what is happening, the major reason are we as humans. We are only the major reason for it. Then fresh water consumption. Now if you talk about like as we know that 70% of the earth surface is occupied with the water. Now one third of that water, fresh water, that is also like 70%, whatever the water that we cannot use, that is salt water. Out of that, like 5 to, you can say, 10% only we can use as a fresh water, even less than that. And out of that, one third is going to use for the, that fresh water is going to use for a aa means animal agriculture. Like if you want to feed one cow, you have to go you have to give that cow to so much of amount of water, like 5 to 6 liter or 10 liter, like that may vary based on the size of the animal. So that consumption also more is there, fresh water. Now many of the countries are there, like if you go to South African countries, their lack of water, they have the drought in their country, they are not getting proper amount of water. Even in India also, if you go to like Rajasthan, some of the areas, even in Chennai, like Tamil Nadu, if you talk, they are facing a lot huge like crisis of water. Okay, so now we are wasting the water here, one third of the fresh water which is required for the human, we are wasting for the animal agriculture. Why we not stop this animal agriculture? The reason is that. And then the most important, which we all faced in the recent days, in the recent year, that is what, pandemic, COVID, right? Coronavirus. And what is the reason for it? Again, the reason for this is animal agriculture. Everybody faced that problem, and who has not contributed for that, they also face the issue. And everything's changed after the pandemic, right? So now if you see, 3 out of every 4 emerging like infectious disease, if you're talking about, that actually comes from the animal, and because of the way we use and exploit them. So why these diseases like SARS and swine flu, AIDS, MERS, and COVID-19 comes? It's all like pandemic. If you talk about COVID-19, it's come from the animal only. And why it has come? Like the way we treat them, the way we use them, the way we exploit them. So this is you can see one of the reason. And you are you can see that you have the live experience of it. You all are the live experience of how the pandemic affected the life of everyone across the world, not one particular country, across the world. The main reason for this is again the animal agriculture. Yes, next slide, ma'am. Then if you're talking another point, like how the animal agriculture is affecting the life of our planet, right? So we feed 70 billion land, okay, animals like cows, goat, and whatever the animal you talk about every year, but can feed the millions of people who are starving. Like for animal agriculture, if you're talking about milk products, right, milk and at all, I'll be talking in brief within few minutes in the upcoming slides. So there we can feed the animals, like 70 billion land animals are there, we can feed them, but there are a lot of many people who are not getting even one time proper food. We cannot feed them. So this is called humanity. So we have to think over it. Then we use crops from poor countries to feed these animals. Now what we do, like suppose one cow is there, we have to feed that cow. And when you're talking about especially this dairy industry, it is very cruelty is happening in the dairy industry. Many of the peoples are not aware, this what is happening in the dairy industry. One cow, suppose one cow, when she gives a birth a child, what they will do, they will take away her child away from the cow. They will take the milk from the cow, and when that cow is not able to, first when she gave the birth, see the we as human have taken her baby away from that. You think that if we do the same with the like humans, one mother is there, and if we taken her baby away from when she has given the birth, how it will be the feeling? But in dairy industry, that is what is happening. When a cow gives a birth to a baby, people will take away her baby, and then they will keep on feeding the what. And that also, like here what will happen, they will make that cow, like as we know that in biology is that until female will not get will not give the milk until she is not pregnant. So in dairy industry what will happen, they will make artificial pregnancy, and they will force to pregnant a cow and whatever the animals are there. And they will take up they will give then cow will give the birth, and then there they have done the, they have forced a cow, or like you can take the even goat or whatever the animals are there, they will force. And then finally they will take her baby away from that, and then until she will give the milk, it is okay. And then after, when she is not able to give the milk, like after 10 years, they will send to that cow or goat, whatever, or even in hens and other animals, if you are talking whatever the cruelty we are doing, they will send to the slaughterhouse. Now what is the like, is it crime to as an animal, like as a cow and goat, or maybe you can say like a hen, is it crime? Or any whatever the animal, I'll be talking about speciesism, there's a topic. So we actually create the difference between the animals. So is it not crime? Okay, so now if we are feeding an animal, like as I was talking about second point, 6 kilograms of feed. Like if I want to feed a cow, so I have to give the 6 kilograms of what to do, food to cow, like grass or something on water, whatever. And like what we do, many of us maybe used to eat have what to say, non-veg, right? So like if you're talking about your this cows, beefs and at all, so there what will happen, if you have the 1 kilogram of, like suppose flesh of that animal, that will give you only 15% of calorie of whatever the like suppose one human is there, he is eating 6 kilogram of plant based something, like the food which is coming from the plant. So whatever the, suppose he or she is getting 70% of calorie, or 60% or 50%. But if you are eating 1 kg of like their flesh, the amount of calorie will be 15% only. So means what I'm trying to say here, why to eat flesh of the animals? We are the humans, right? We should differentiate it, what should eat, what should not eat. And even when we are eating like as cow is eating more, but we are getting energy less. Cow is eating 6 kilogram of food, if you are like some crop or something like that. And how much you cut that animal, and you will get the like 1 kilogram of their flesh, and from there how much energy you are getting, only 15%. So why not to shift to, like you are giving that 6 kilogram of food, that crops and whatever the plants to the animal, why you don't eat? You will get more energy, right? And you will not do any crime also against the animal. So that is the second reason. Now third one, responsible for more GHGs, greenhouse gases, than all of the world's transportation system combined. Now we have a myth in our mind, and many of the people having, when I say climate change, people say transportation is the reason, the cars and buses and at all. No, you are wrong. The first most contributor area is fossil fuels. We are using this petroleum and all. Okay. And second, the most important is agriculture. So we have to look for this. Okay. Next slide, ma'am. Yeah. Now, okay. So while using public transportation, shopping with reusable bag, like we say now, like awareness when we do the like environment awareness, we should use the recycle products and reusable bags, paper bags, and taking shorter showers, like not to waste water. None of these, the real thing is what, if you do this also, these are not going to contribute too much. Yeah, definitely it will contribute, but none of these actions has as big impact on the environment. If you use the reusable bags and take try to save the water, it will not give the bigger impact on the environment as what you eat does. Like you what you eat, it will not give the more impact, right? So the same way, when it comes to the climate crisis, animal agriculture is the leading culprit. Again I'm using the word animal agriculture is the culprit, leading culprit. If we are able to finish it, we can overcome to the this climate change, right? And that global warming, whatever the issue, because we don't have, we say now, like still so many research is going on, and we are talking about space colonization. We are trying to build a colony on other planets. Why we have to build the colonies on other planet? The god, he has and given us very beautiful planet, mother earth. Why not to protect that? We have to protect that. Now how we can protect that? So we have to look for that, how we are hurting, you can say hurting to our mother earth. Do we behave the same way with our mother earth, like physical mother who is who has or see who has given birth to us? We behave like that? No, right? So how we can behave with the same with mother earth? No, right? So instead of making colonies on the other planet, yeah, that is good, technology is increasing, we have to go to other planets and something we have to explore. But it's not mean, why to run away from our responsibility? Why not to protect our mother earth? Okay, so if we want to do something for really for our mother earth or environment, we have to look for these issue. As I said, fossil fuels alternate options are, we have to definitely go for the renewable energy sources. Renewable energy sources means which can which will not take like non-renewable means which cannot renew. It will take so many years, billions of years to again get it, like coals and at all. So like solar energy is there, we have to depend on it, depend on that in future. So why not to work on that? And still people are working on it. That is a good thing, right? Right. Okay, next slide, ma'am. So I think I have to play a video here, ma'am. So can you allow me, ma'am? Actually I have to go back and I have to play a video. Ma'am, can I share the screen? Okay,
Yes,
right.
ma'am. Yes, sir, you can.
তুই কয়বার ওনাকে ম্যাম ডাকছিস জানো? হ্যাঁ
Wait,
কয়বার?
চুপ থাক।
প্রত্যেকবার ম্যাম এরপরে কি বলবো?
তাই হয়েছে তো আসতে।
Yes, can you see the screen, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I have here one video which you can look into it, and then we'll have a talk on this. Right. Is audio
There's
is
something I
fine,
would
ma'am?
like to talk about. Our relationship
Yes, sir.
with nature is broken. But relationships, the climate crisis, ecological
Great.
crisis, and health
Great.
crisis, they are all interlinked. We no longer see the links between them. We only see this part. So what will we do? My name is Greta Thunberg, and I would like to connect the dots. Because let's face it, if we don't change, we are f***ed. So the way we farm and treat nature, but we can change. 83% of the world's agricultural land is used to feed livestock. Yet, livestock only provide 18% of our calories. The way we make food raising animals to eat, clearing land to grow food to feed those animals. If we continue, we will run out of land and food. It just doesn't make sense. If we keep making food the way we do, we will also destroy the habitats of most wild plants and animals, driving countless species to extinction. This really sucks for us too. They are our life supporting system. If we lose them, we will be lost too. In the words of the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres, for too long we have been waging a senseless and suicidal war on nature. And what about the climate? We know that we need to drastically reduce our emissions starting now. When we think about the villains of the climate crisis, of course we picture fossil fuel companies. But agriculture and land use together are about 1/4 of our emissions. This is huge. It doesn't have to be like this. If we change towards a plant-based diet, we could save up to 8 billion tons of CO2 every single year. We could feed ourselves on much less land, and nature could recover. Pandemics, loss of biodiversity, climate disruption, acidification of oceans, inequality, loss of fertile topsoil. These are all just symptoms. What they all come down to is the way we treat nature, the way we value nature. We need a system change. But we can fix this. Because we are part of nature. When we protect nature, we are nature protecting itself. And most of us can do something. So, what will you do?
Okay. So, yes, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Is it okay?
Yeah, you can share the screen now, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So in this video which I played, you they have talked very briefly. That girl has talked very briefly about what that animal agriculture and how it impacts the climate and our Mother Earth. So it's all about like we have the choices, but we have to look into that what choice is correct and what choice is wrong. Like what we eat and how we treat our nature, our Mother Earth. The same way we get it back because in science there's a something is called action and reaction, Newton's third law. How we like whatever the actions, definitely there's a reaction for it, equal and opposite reaction, right? So how we treat, the same we get treat. Okay, now let's talk about it. What is speciesism? Okay, so like we have something is called like here when we're talking about animal agriculture, like as you can see here in the picture, half is dog and half is goat. Now here we create the difference. What we do, like we as a pet lover, we keep the dogs, cats in our home as a pet. But what about goat? We take the milk from the goat, and then what will happen when that goat is not able to give the milk? We'll send it to the slaughterhouse, and in the festival time, like what it will they will take like we as a human take the life of them. What about that her emotions? She will be also having emotions, right? And now here we are getting, now the thing is you are doing this thing with the goat, why you are not doing with the like dog or cat? Cat and dog you are giving so much of love, but goat, chickens, rabbits, and like even rabbit also we keep as a pet. But there are the many of the countries where they do the research and testing on the rabbits. Like if you're talking about your fashion industry, right? They're like making this what I like what for making makeups and at all those things. Their rabbits going to be tested in the labs. Why they have to sacrifice their life for our comfortability? Why? So here we are creating the difference. We treat cat and dog as our pets. We love them. But what about these animals? Like when you're talking about cow, goats, and your rabbits, and whatever the animals on which we do lots of cruelty. What about them? Why we create difference here? Different, but the same in all the way that matter. So here you can see in the picture on the right hand side, you can see balance, right? Weighing, like you can say here, one side human and one side chicken. We do the difference between that. So that is not good. Like when we're talking about humans, we don't create the difference, right, between male and female, right? If we create what, that is not, we say that is not correct. We should not create the difference between. Like the same when we talk about religion, we should not create the difference. Black and white, we should not create, we should not look differently. We should treat everyone equal. Then why it is happening in animals? Animals also we should treat equal, right? They should, they also have the rights. And that is what at the beginning I was talking about. We as Antriksh India talk about animal rights. What animal rights they do have, what emotions they have. We speak their emotions. I'll be showing you one video at the last what actually we used to do, and we make the people aware. Okay. Now, mm, right. So, what is speciesism? That a misguided belief that one species have a greater moral worth or importance than uh, and another. Like if you talk about life of a chicken and then dog. So here the life of the dog is better as compared to chicken, because chicken, if she having like thinking capacity or something, so that chicken can think. So she will be having the thought that why I born on this earth. Definitely, these humans are going to cut me or kill me. Why I born? Why this God has given me born? But dog will treat them as a pet and we love a lot. We love a dog. We love a cat. But why we don't love a like what? Or this other animals on which we do the cruelty. So that is what is called speciesism, right? Okay, next slide, ma'am. Yeah. So now, as in the video also they was talking about it, like how you can overcome. Now I have talked so many problems, like we are doing this, we are doing this, we are doing so much of cruelty on animals. Now how we can overcome to that? So in the video also the solution is given. We have to switch our food eating habits to the plant based food. Instead of consuming animal based food, we have to switch to animal based food, and sorry, plant based food. Because if you're talking about calorie wise, energy wise, plant based foods are better. Like if you take the 1 kg of vegetables, something like that, from there what calorie you'll get out of that 15%. Like if we are getting 50% of calorie from the plant based food, then same amount if you take the flesh of the animal, like 1 kg of crop, 1 kg of animal flesh. So from here you'll get the 50% approximate, I'm saying 50% of calorie of the same nutrients and whatever. And from this flesh you are eating same 1 kg, you are getting 15% of that. So 15% only you'll get. So you can see that here calorie wise also, your health wise also, plant based foods are better. Now people says plant also having that life. Now if we are killing the animals, we are killing the plants also, right? So here I would like to say that plants do not have emotions, animals have emotions. So like some people say that, if you kill the plant also having life, right? They also having what, like animals, how they survive, they having like uh, what to say, life. The plants also having the, like some of the experiment has done. So yeah, plant, you can say they have some kind of motions. Like if you're talking about sunflower, that and some of the plant like which eats like insects and at all, they having the motions, but they don't have the sense. Like if you're talking about us humans, how we feel the pain, how we feel the emotions, for that we need the sensations or some sensation body parts. Like we have the what to say, respiratory system, and we have the blood circulating system, all those, right? So and respiratory systems are there, right, for breathing and at all. So the same animals also having, but these plants do not have that. Like if we touch something, we say it is hot, right? So how, from the senses. So humans and animals have the senses, right? But plants do not have the senses. So you can say plant having the life, but they don't have emotions. So if you are eating the plants, so they will not feel the pain, because if you want to feel the pain, you should have something senses in your body, and plants don't have those kind of senses, but animals do have. So that's why they have the emotion, and you should respect their emotions, and you should stop to eat this animals related animal based product. You should switch to, if you really want to contribute to the environment, and you really think about your mother earth or your environment, You should stop to eat animal based food. uh, in fact of saying that if I eat animal based food, I'll get more proteins and at all. No, there are a lot of many plant based foods are there from which you'll get more than that. Like I said, if you take the 1 kilogram of some flesh of the animal and 1 kg of the same from the vegetable and some plant based, you'll get more calories and more energy from the plant based food. So it's better, why not to switch to that? So it's all depend on our choices. So it's up to you what you are going to do. If you really want to support, if you really think about your mother earth or your environment, you want to contribute yourself for protecting the mother earth and to overcome to this major reason of climate change and global warming, you should switch to the plant based food. And once again, you should respect the emotions what animals have. They cannot speak. It's not mean you can whatever you want, you are the superior of the all the ecosystem and what superior of the all the species on the earth, so you will do whatever you want. No, if you think that you are the superior, then it is called ego. You are in the ego that I am the superior. Like some of the people says that we kill the animal, if we not kill, their population will increase. Now uh, the people don't think that like who created this humans and species, some energy is there. I don't believe on that god, but I'm using that word, it's called energy. So some energy is there which has created us, like animals and all this earth and at all, right? So somebody is there to take care of it. You don't need to bother about population will increase and not. Just don't do that, don't think about that. Somebody is there who will he can think over it, like you says as a word god. So god is there who can think of it, like he has created us, so he can also protect us. You don't need to think you are not superior. Superior someone is there who will take care about it. You just think, not you just take care about the feelings and emotions of the animal. In order to population get increased, you will kill them? No. So like that, if you talk about human populations are increasing very fastly as compared to animals, then you should kill the humans, right? But you don't do that. But animals population increase, then you have the problem. You think so. Here we have the ego that we think that we are the superior, we can control, we will be able to control the population. What happened in the pandemic? So you have to think over to that. So sentience here, the meaning is ability or capacity to feel, perceive or experience subjectively. Means they can feel it, pain and emotion. But when you're talking about plants, like people say now you are killing the plants also, they also having the life na. So plants do not have senses or organs, right? Plants do they have organs, like we have kidney and all. Plants do not have, they don't have senses. Like if I do someone pinch or something, you kept your hand on a like some hot or cold, you can feel that, but plant cannot do that. So plant do not have pain and plant do not have emotion. So if you are eating plants, you are not doing a crime. But if you are, you can say it is a cruelty. You are not doing any kind of, and you are supporting the nature. But if you are killing the animals for your sake and for your comfortability, and you will become very strong and strength wise and you will be very healthy, then you are wrong. You are going against the nature and you are not helping to the mother earth, your mother earth. So you have to think over it. So that is the meaning of sentience, and the thing who having the emotions and feelings. Okay, so animals are the sentience, plants are not a sentience. That is what I want to try to say here. Yeah, next slide, ma'am. Ma'am, how much time do we have so far?
Sir, it's totally up to you.
Yes, ma'am.
It's totally up to you. When you want finish, you can.
Okay, right. So yes, now the thing is few ways in which we abuse, exploit non-human animals. Now the thing is, what are the ways we are exploiting the animals? Like when, as I talk about animal agriculture, so like we exploit the animals for meat, dairy, honey, etc., etc. Now when you're talking about animal testing, like cosmetic drugs, so they're like rabbits, we do the testing on the rabbits. Like we will put the some chemicals on the eye of rabbits in the labs. Now you feel that if the same we do with the humans, what will happen? It is called crime. You cannot put some chemicals or something in someone's eyes. Then how you can do with the animals? If they cannot speak, it means you can do whatever you want. You think you are the superior? No, you are not a superior. Somebody else is there over the, like who make this universe. They are the superior. They will take care about it. You are not a superior. Then fashion industry like wool, silk, leather, for etc. Right? So this is a third area. And then entertainment, like we go to the zoo and circuses. Their animals, they are put in the cages and we enjoy them. Like, see, if I like you think in this way, there's a human is there and we put that human into the cage, and some other peoples are coming and they are enjoying. How they're feeling? We are making the foundation to the freedom of any animal. That is not correct. Can we take the freedom of someone? No. If you do same with someone like human, how will be the feeling of it? It will called as crime. When human it is called crime, then why not for animals? Again, they cannot speak. It means you think you are the superior. No. So here, these are the some of the like areas, you can say, where indirectly or you can say directly we exploit the animals. Animal agriculture for meat, dairy, honey, and animal testing for cosmetics, drugs, fashion like wool, silk, leather, fur, and entertainment like we go to zoo and at all circus. There we use animals for entertainment purpose, right? That is not good. So we should look onto these all the reasons. Yes. Yeah. Next slide, ma'am. Okay. Now, when we're talking about the first, that animal agriculture, so more than 70 billion land animals and more than 1 trillion fishes are killed each year. Now, think that what is that? This amount, 70 billion land animal like cow, buffaloes, goats, chickens, and then if you're talking about fish, that it is huge. The number is quite 1 trillion fishes are killed each year for the animal agriculture. Now, why we are killing these animals? To get the more strength, we'll get the more energy, we'll get the more protein, and we are not thinking what is happening by killing them. We are doing lot of loss for our mother earth. First thing, we are getting lot of what? Climate change. We are the responsible. This is one of the reasons for the climate change, global warming. Second thing, we are not thinking about their emotions. We are playing someone's emotion. That is also not good. And then finally we are killing them. See, is killing someone, did you ask their permission? They want to they want to die. Did you ask them? If you do the same with some human, how will be the feeling? That is called crime, right? If you, some one human kills some another human, you call that as crime. But here human is killing animal, that is not crime. What is this? This is called animal rights. That is what we talk about. We go to the people and just make the people aware about it. This is not fine, right? Okay, next slide, ma'am. Now, when we're talking about animal testing, so here it is estimated that more than 115 million animals worldwide are used in laboratory experiment every year. Like even for dogs also, they used to do experiment. Like recently, pandemic has come now, so they will make the what vaccine, right? So they will do different like they will make the vaccine. For that they will do the testing on different animals. Like one of the space mission also was there, if you remember. Like for our comfortability, there was a one, I think I have not remember the name of the dog. They sent that dog into the, or even monkey also, I think they sent to the space. That scientist. And why they send? They are doing testing. They are sending that animals to that to the space, and they are doing experiment on them, how their life will be. They are not thinking about that. They are not like, they don't want to live. Like you are sending monkeys and for research for your sake, for colonization and technology at all. Why these things are required? That is again it comes, why we want to go to other planet? We have the beautiful planet now, everything is there here. Why we want to go to Mars and at all? Mars, billions and billions, if you're talking about back years ago, they have the survival. Now we are going back again there. That is destroyed because of these reasons only. Might because of these reasons only. There also, whatever the human were there, they have done the same thing. The Mars is destroyed. Now again we are going to the Mars. We are destroying the Earth. Again we are going to the Mars. Again we'll destroy the Mars. Again we'll come to the Earth. We'll do like this. So that is not good. Why we want to go to space also? If we are talking about space colonization, there we do the experiment on animals. Why we want to do experiment on animals? Let's not do experiment. Let's save the mother earth, no? So okay, fine. Now here, when you're talking about cosmetic industry and this fashion, so here and on rabbit also we do experiment. We will put some chemicals into eyes of the rabbit. Now how will be the feeling of the rabbit? You think a rabbit don't have feeling? How cute it looks. When you touch a rabbit and from the far you see how cute it is, but how you behave, it is not good. So that is how the animal testing. So this is another way, like what, how the things are, animals are getting exploited, and this animal exploitation is, you can say, indirectly related to, we can, you will not be saying it is like it will be having some impact on climate change, but definitely, as I said, these all the parts of animal agriculture, and animal agriculture is the second most contributed area for the climate change, right? And these all things why we are doing, for our convenience, for our comfortability, right? So again, humans are like, what to say, they just think about their self, they don't think about nature. That is the thing, and that is what is happening nowadays. So we have to think over it. We are really humans, or we are like, animals are better than us. Okay, next slide, ma'am. Now fashion industry. So there, you can see this, like many of the animals, and like for like, if you're talking about this silk and at all, lots of this species is kept on ices and at all to get the silk and at all, right? Kept on ices, and at they, in the lab they do the experiment, and from that they will kill them, and they will get the, like, silks. So this is how the cruelty is happening in the fashion industry. Next, next, man. Now last one is entertainment. Like we go to the zoo, we will see one animal is inside the cage, and we what, we just throw one food and banana something like, and we enjoy them. How we can enjoy someone's, who is not having the freedom, right? Like one human, he has done the crime, we put in the jail, and then we'll go into the court and we'll fight the case, and then that human come outside the jail, because he cannot live inside a cage. Everything will be bounded, right? Limited. Human cannot be limited. Then how you can do the same with the animal? You should give the freedom to them, and you are like, they don't have the freedom, and you are going to the zoo, and you are entertaining them. How, you have to think over it. That is the thing. Okay, next slide, ma'am. Yeah. So like now here, if I want to give the conclusion and all over what I was talking, so like as I was mentioning in the, in the, like in somewhere in the two or three previous slide, that one of the example that, many of the people says, if you not kill animals, their population get increased. So I think those people think that they are the superior. There is no any other, they are the god, means they, by killing someone, they can control the population. So here I would like to tell you that those kind of people, that you are really wrong. It is called ego. Means, you can see the first picture here. You are thinking you are the superior and you can do whatever you want. So that is called ego. So you should throw that ego, because, and what you should do, you should get involved into the system, ecosystem. We have the ecosystem, everything is balanced. It's called as god, or you can call it some positive energy. They have make already some kind of what, ecosystem. You should follow that. So in that ecosystem, you are one of the part, you are not superior, you are one of the part. So you have to make the balance into that, and that is called eco. Now it is your choice, you want ego or eco. If you want ego, so that's your choice. If you want eco, that's your choice. Okay. So don't think you are the superior. If you think superior, you are having the still ego, and you have to throw that. Ego is not good for health, right? And eco, it is good for health, as well as for the mother earth and for the environment, and we can overcome to the climate change. That is the biggest issue, one of the SDG goals which the United Nations and many of the countries are working together, how we can overcome to the climate change and this global warming issue, right? So this is the reason. With the help of eco, if you follow the ecosystem, if you try to mix up with the ecosystem, if you try to make the relation between the ecosystem, you can overcome to the this the whatever the problem we are facing of the global warming, we can overcome to that. That is only the one of the possibility, we can overcome to that. Otherwise it is not possible. And in future, again, how the Mars is now, after some time, earth is also going to be, or you are doing the, again, You are here doing the crime against the animal, as well as whatever our next generation is coming, you are doing the crime for them also. Means you will not be having any land, your like environment will not be for the survival, like you have the poisonous gases will be the environment, how they will survive, they will also die. So you are doing the crime with your mother earth also, you are doing with the crime with your animals also, and you are doing with the crime for your upcoming generation also. So here you have to think, you want to stop the crime, or you want to support to your mother earth. That's up to you. So have the ego or have the eco, that's your choice. So here you have two choices. Next slide, ma'am. So now at the last, we like I would like to thanks like who helped me, this actually we are working together for this animal. As I said, Antriksh India is working in three areas: education, environment part, and animal rights. So whatever the sessions and whatever things animals related activity, animal rights related activity we conduct in the different parts of India, with the help of, there is another NGO, they are basically working on this animal rights part only, like Hyderabad Animal Save. I would like to thanks to them. Like I have get involved in many of the events which they conducted. That was really wonderful, and that is one of the inspiration for me. And I hope that in what area they are working, it will really help to the our Mother Earth, and many of the people will start to think what should be our choice, ego or eco, right? So again, once again, thank you so much, Hyderabad Animal Save. Like because of you today, like what I'm here and to speak about this beautiful presentation, you can say beautiful topic. And I think it will help a lot of many people, and they have might understand what is this, how we can overcome to, and how we can overcome to this global warming and climate change problem. And how this our diets and lifestyle affects our planet and animals, right? Okay, next slide, ma'am. Okay, now here I have one video to show you to guys. Ma'am, you can play from your side, I think. Yeah. So this is a video about what we have done so far, like what we do in the area of animal rights. It is all about that. You can just watch into this. So we do the like in different areas we go, different like the crowded area we go in between of the peoples, and we try to do the some kind of like what is awareness program. We try to make people understand how the animals cruelty is happening and how it is affecting climate, our mother earth. Those things we used to do. So yes, you can watch this video, you can understand what actually we are doing as in collaboration with Hyderabad Animal Save and Antriksh India. Yeah, you can play it now. Yeah, man, sound, can you check once? So this is one of the event recently conducted in Hyderabad only, one of the mall. It is there. We are just doing one kind of awareness to the people, because in the malls many of the people comes, right. So there we are trying to make some small on the day of animals, National Animal Rights Day. We did this. Sound. Yeah. Just a second. No, sound is not. Okay, ma'am. I can share from my side. I think it is fine.
আচ্ছা আমি আনমিউট করে রাখছি দাঁড়ান।
Just a, okay.
একটু লাইভে যা তো, লাইভে গিয়ে দেখতো সাউন্ড আসতেছে নাকি।
Yeah, it's audible, ma'am. It's audible. Sound is fine. Yeah, no. You can. Now here, what is happening, guys, ma'am? Yeah, can you stop here, ma'am? Yes, pause, ma'am. Can you take? So here, what is happening? Like when many of the people who are not, you can say, educated, something, what they do while we are walking on the road, simple, we take the stone and throw on a dog. That is not correct. So we are trying to just doing some like kind of actions and act and trying to just demonstrate to the people this is how the crime is happening against the small things also matter. Like we say now, small drop of water can fill the big pot. The same way, what we do small thing on the animal that matters. We throw a stone, maybe we feel happy, but think about that in the perspective of that animal on which you have thrown that small stone. So that is what we are doing. Then when like as I was saying that when cow will give a birth to her child, when like if it, and there also we create the difference. If it is male child, they will sudden send to that child to the slaughterhouse, and if it is female birth child, they will feed and they will take away from the mother and will not put her proper and thing, and they and will not allow to take the milk also of mother's milk, and will try to steal that milk for our sake. So that is a crime we do. So that is what in this video we are trying to just demonstrate in front of the people. Yes, ma'am, you can just continue from there. Very stop. Just go to yes, somewhat back, ma'am. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. So it is a like what you can see here. It is a story of one dog. They are trying to play. We entertain the animals in the zoo. It is about that.
गुजर रही पीड़ा भयंकर तुझे क्या पता कहो कोई इंसानों से रहम कर जरा कह सके ना कुछ भी वो सहमा सा होता है डर को दिल में भर के वो आंखों से रोता है आस लगाए बैठा हूँ उसे जीना होता
This is the
है
cow story, mother and her baby.
को दिल में भर के वो आंखों से रोता है आस लगाए बैठा हूँ उसे जीना होता है खोता है जब अपनों को आंखों से रोता है
Okay, fine. So okay, next slide, ma'am. I think this is the last one. Okay, I want to share, ma'am, from my side one slide, the last one, and then I would like to conclude. Okay.
Okay, you can share, sir.
Yeah. Can you see the screen, ma'am?
Yes, I can see. Yes.
Now, at the last, this is what our okay. Fine. This is what our short video about. It is important to tell you about our organization also. So I have a very short video, so you can just look it and you can observe what we do actually. Okay. So this was a short video about our organization. You can observe it, what actually we are doing. And if you're talking about, like as I mentioned in the beginning, like we are working in the area of education, environment, and animal, and we are trying to, what we are doing, our vision is like acknowledge the knowledge by exploring yourself within. You have to explore, you have to acknowledge your knowledge, whatever the knowledge you have, because nowadays in the 21st first century, we don't acknowledge whatever the knowledge we have. We think whatever the knowledge other people have, they are really great, but we don't acknowledge our knowledge. So we should acknowledge our knowledge, and then we should explore ourselves within. Okay. And with this word, the vision which I would like to say, which we are working, we want to preserve the mother earth, to live a quality life by acknowledging the knowledge, protecting the environment, and safeguarding the life of animals. And that is what the vision Antriksh India is working on. So that is what from my side. Thank you so much. And if you want to know much more about, and I hope that you have enjoyed this session, you have learned many things, and if you have any doubt, we can go for you can we can go further. And if you want to contact us, and if you want to visit, you can visit our website, and you can write a mail to us. And our you can visit our website, that is www.antrikshindia.org. And with this, I would like to stop my presentation here and my words here. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, IGP team, for giving me this wonderful opportunity at the international level. And I hope that everybody enjoyed this session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was our all intention: learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seekers. Once again, thank you so much, sir, for your presentation. Now, sir, it's time for our question answer session, which is one of our more valuable part of our regular webinars. Honorable
Right.
sir, please stay with us. After a short video, we'll be back in our session
Sure,
part
sure,
2, which is the question answer part. Okay,
sure,
sir?
sure. Right. Right, right.
Uh, Dear IGP knowledge seeker, it's time for our quiz session.
Question.
Uh, Ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have webinar certification and online completion. After short video, we will be come back again. So please stay with us and ask your question as much as you want. Let's enjoy our question answer session. Once again, welcome back, everyone. Dear IGP Noresika, if you have any question, you can ask in our comment box. Once again, welcome back, sir. It's time for our question answer session. Dear participant, if you have any question, you can ask in our comment box. Our speaker will answer. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. And after question answer, we have webinar certification and online quiz competition. Uh, Sir, our first question from Fromi Ragol Salviojo. Bless Sunday, everyone. Good day, sir. What are the effects of deforestation and solution that actually work? How can we prevent specific species extinction? Thank you.
Okay. So it's good morning, sir. Maybe for you, good noon or maybe good evening. So here, how we can overcome to that species extinction? The one of the reason is like most of the species they live in the forest, and we do like we as humans, as I was talking about deforestation. So we have the livestock, so, right? So we have to feed them. We need the land, and as their like if you talk about their population also increases, so we need a place. Like as we humans are building so many, like we are constructing the buildings and all, so we don't have the place. So what we do, we we cut the forest and rainforest. As I said, now every second 1 to 2 acres of land, rainforest land, is cleared for this livestock, like feeding this cows, buffaloes, and at all. And the thing is, uh, why we these cow buffaloes we required for dairy products like milk and at all. And as we say now, like as the demand increases, we need more, so we have to reduce the demand of it. So like our demand is to get the milk and these dairy products. So there are alternate option, like as I said, we have to switch to the plant based food. So if we are able to switch to the plant based food, what will happen? We don't want so much of land, and if you don't want so much of land for this livestock, we don't need to cut the forest and it all, and this, so deforestation will not happen. So what will happen? Species extinction will not happen. And why these species extinction happen? Because of the increase, the change in the climate change. And that is what happening because of what, as I said, fossil fuels. So we have to overcome to this fossil fuel. Like as I said, we have to go for this alternate option like solar. We have to depend on solar and wind energy, because that is the most contribution comes from there at the top most priority for your what to say this climate change. And because of that only most of the species get extinct. So we have to, if you want to overcome to the species extinction, we have to look some alternate option for the fossil fuels, like that is solar energy, wind energy. We have to depend on them, renewable energy sources. And second is that animal agriculture. We should try to stop. We cannot stop, but we should do something so we can at least overcome to this. And these are the two reasons. If we work and we can overcome to that, we can overcome to that, we can prevent the species extinction.
Thank you, sir, for the answer. Then our second question from Riddhi, SRI. Sir, how you know that plants don't have emotions?
Okay, how we know that plants don't have emotion? Like in the middle of the session also I talk, like when we talk about humans. Okay, humans have organs like heart, and then respiratory system, like kidney. Do plants, they have these kind of organs? No, they don't have the organs. The same if you're talking about animals. Animals have these organs. Yes, animals have these organs. Then, like as I given the example, if you touch a suppose hot water of glass and cold water over, you can feel that sensation. It is hot, sudden you'll take it back your hand. If it is chill, you'll say yuck, you can feel. But plants don't have that kind of sensation. Okay, now if you want to feel pain, if you want to have emotions, how you'll feel the pain? You have the sensations in your body, like skin. Through the skin you can observe. You have the tongue. Do the plants have tongue? Do the plants have skin? No, they don't have. So plant, as I said that uh, animals are the sentience, but plants are not sentience. Plants don't feel the pain, and plants don't have the emotions because they don't have the organs. animals have the organs. So that is how you can say plants don't have the emotion, right?
Okay, sir. Thank you. Uh, Dear participant, we are still waiting for your question. If you have any question, you can ask. As much you want, ask your question. Our speaker will answer those questions. Again, Riddhi asks that, sir, but touch me not plain cruises it leaves when we touch.
So I think you have not listened at my words when I was talking. So like I was talking about sunflower. Sunflower changes its direction according to the sun, and some of the plants are there. They eat insects. Okay, so yeah, there's a some experiment has done. It not means they have the sensation at all. That is some kind of like what do you say? Uh, uh, they have kind of like if you are talking about sunflower, right? So it is kind of like when the heat is coming, so it will be turning toward the sun side. Same if you are talking about they are habituate like that, but it's not mean they have the organs and like that. Okay, and as you are saying like touch me plant, so what to say, you can say that energy or god has made these plants. Some of the exceptions which you guys people take the example to saying that these are having emotions and are like if you touch the touch me plant, it will like what to say, you'll say they have the emotion, something like that. There are a lot of many experiment has done. As we are lacking of time, otherwise I can show you that there's an experiment, lot of many experiment has done. Okay, might be in the materials which will be shared to you. I'll share that thing also. You can watch those experiment on sunflower and your touch me plant. And there's some plants who eat insects and at all. So it not mean they have the emotions. Okay, they you can say that god and that third energy has made them like that, but it's not mean. Because again I will say, if you want to feel pain, how you feel the pain? For that you should have the sensations, right? Sensation means you should have the organs. Plant do not have such kind of organs like humans and animals have. So animals have the like emotions because they are the sentience, but plants are not sentience. Okay, and that is how we say animals having the emotions, but plants do not have the emotion because they don't have any organs, right? Fine.
Okay, thank you, sir, for the answer. Sir, I think we covered all of our question. Uh,
Yeah.
Once again, thank you so much, Honorable Sir, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with your topics. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable Sir, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, sir,
Thank you
and
so
take
much, and
care.
thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me wonderful opportunity to entire EduADP team. And maybe in future we'll be looking forward to work together to just
Yes,
give
sir.
the big impact to the that this
On
our environment.
participants. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Um, Honorable sir, before we move to the next webinar certification process, if you want to leave this is today studio, you can, sir, or you can stay.
I'll be no issue, no issue, no issue.
Okay, sir.
টিম
Okay, sir.
টিমটা বের কর
Wait, একটু পরে sir, না একটু পরে, একটু পরে।
একটু পরে বলুন
আমার ছবি উঠে উঠে। IGB knowledge seekers time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we'll start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. So we'll come back again after a short video. So stay with us. Welcome back, everyone. It's time for our certification process. IGP Knowledge Saga, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. Today program name is how our diets and lifestyle affects our planet and the animals, and the code is IGP 6722, and the code is IGP 6722. Without code, no one is eligible for certificate. With code, you can claim your certificate anytime. Dear participant, how to claim your certificate? First, you have to go www.eduigp.com. Then you have to click sign in. Then you have to log in if you already have an account, or create a new account if you are new. Once you logged in, click free webinars and select the webinar title. And today our title is how our diets and lifestyles affects our planet and the animals. And get enrolled if you have not enrolled yet. Type the code in your certificate code box and click get your certificate. It's auto downloadable in PDF file already. Just check it in your file manager or download folder. Don't forget to leave a review in our FB page, website, and Google. Uh, Dear participant, today our code is IGP6722. Dear person, now it's time for our quiz session. After short video, will come back again. In the meantime, you have to join in our quiz session. To join our quiz session, first you have to go www.slido.com. Then you have to enter the code, and the code is morning. And the code is morning. And don't forget to mention your friends to join our quiz session. After short video, will come back again. So please stay with us and join our quiz session. Dear IGP Knowledge Seekers, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. First, you have to go www.slido.com, then find today quiz or scan this QR code for direct joining. Quiz code is morning, and the quiz code is morning. Please join the slide with your code, and code is morning. Dear Prasidev, if you want to join our quiz session, first you have to go www.slido.com. Then you have to enter the code, and the code is morning. We will pick your name from Slido, so join it with your full name, which will directly print on certificate, and top 10 will be awarded with quiz completion certificate. After 3 minutes later, we will start our quiz session. So please everyone join in our quiz session. To join our quiz session, you have to go www.slido.com. Then you have to enter the code, and the code is morning. And the code is morning. Already 41 people joined us. We are still waiting for your joining. So please everyone join in our quiz session, and don't forget to mention your friends to join our quiz session.
Certificate possible বলছিস না?
Oh,
Okay. আমি লিখছি। কাল
ধীরে যা।
তোর মার্কসটা দিয়ে দিবে।
হবে না, আমি কাজ শেষ করি তারপরে দেবো।
এটা
Dear participant, after 2 minutes later, we start our quiz session. To join our quiz session, first you have to go www.slido.com. Then you have to enter the code, and the code is morning. And the code is morning. Chicken very good.
মজা লেগে গেছে।
Hmm? Hmm?
মজা লেগে গেছে। আমার এখানে তো চলতে এখন চলতেছে।
Yes, I will. And please join with your full name because it's put on your certificates. So please join with your full name, which directly print on certificates. And top 10 will be awarded with quiz completion certificates. Now we start our quiz session. Our first question is, how can we reduce our ecological footprint? Option 1, use energy efficient light bulbs in our house. Second option is not use energy efficient light bulbs in our house. I repeat, how can we reduce our ecological footprint? Option 1 or option 2? And the correct answer is option 1, use energy efficient light bulbs in our house, and 88% people are right. In the leaderboard, the top one is Dr. Albert, then we have Rosie, then we have Joyce. Now we go for our second long question. And the question is, how does stratospherical aerosol injection work? Reducing the heat of the sun, reflecting the sun rays. Bye. And the correct answer is option 2, reflecting the sun rays, and 50% people are right. And again, our top one is Dr. Albert. And then in second position we have Rosie. Sorry. Now our top one is Jodis Ivozo. Then second position we have Rosa. In third position we have Kifar Rivera. Now I go for our third now question. And the question is, Okay, bye. Then our third now question is, how are climate change and global warming related? Option 1, global warming caused climate change. Second option is, climate change is long term and global warming is seasonal. And the correct answer is option 1, global warming causes climate change, and 77% people are right. Now, still our top one is Jodie's. Then we have Rosa, and in third position we have Ricky. The next question is, how much has the global average temperature risen over the 20th century? Option 1, 0.6 Celsius. Second option is 0.24 Celsius. What is the correct answer for this question? And the correct answer is option 1, 0.6 Celsius, and 60% people are right. Then our fifth now question is, the effects of stratospheric aerosol injection most closely mimics which natural occurrence? Option 1,
দেখাচ্ছে না
which is natural occurrence?
এখানেও ডিস্টার্ব করতে হবে জিরো জিরোতে আছে
Is it option 1 or option 2? And the correct answer is option 2, and 49% people are right. যেহেতু গান শুনবে নাকি মানুষজন নিয়ে শুনবে।
আচ্ছা এই তো গেছে গা
আচ্ছা। And now our top one is Dr. Albert, then we have Jameline, then we have Anvita. Now we'll go for our sixth now question, and the question is, what is the full form of GSG? Option 1, greenhouse gases. Second option is lighthouses gases. Greenhouse gases. Astaghfirullah. And the top one is greenhouse gases, and 98% people are right. And still our top one is Dr. Albert, then we have Jameline, then we have Anita. Now we go for our seventh question. The question is, what is the full form of CFC? Option 1, chlorofluorocarbons. Second option, chlorofluorocarbons. And the correct answer is Second option, chlorofluorocarbons. And 93% people are right. And still our top one is Dr. Albert. Then in second position we have Jamelin. Then we have third position Carmela. Now our eighth now question: what is the full form of AIDS? Option one: acute immunodeficiency syndrome. Second option is acute immune deficiency syndrome. এই ফার্স্টের এই অপশনগুলো কি পেয়ে বানাইছস?
হ্যাঁ,
না।
কারণ ওখানে সব কারেক্ট আনসার।
আচ্ছা, বুঝতে পারলাম।
তো আমি নিচ থেকে বানাইতেছি।
And the correct answer is option 2, acute immunodeficiency syndrome, and 98% people are right. And the top one is Dr. Albert P. Then we have Jamelin, then we have Carmela. Now we go for our ninth term question. The question is, what is the full form of March? What is the full form of March? Option 1, Middle East Repository Syndrome. Option 2, Middle East Repository Syndrome. And then এখানে আচ্ছা মিডল ইস্ট একটু ওয়েস্টও তো দিতে পারতি একদম সবগুলো কাছাকাছি। And the correct answer is option 1, and 90% people are right.
আমাদের মতো।
And the top one is Dr. Albert. Then we have, then the next question is, what is the full form of SARS? Option 1, Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome. Second option, Severe Acute Respiratory Symptoms. And the correct answer is option 1, and 100% people are right. And congratulations, Dr. Albert. He's our top one. Then in second position we have Gemini. In third position we have Carmela. Then in fourth position we have Amelita. In fifth position we have Dennis going posters. Congratulations, our top 10 quiz competition winner. We have all of your names which you did it. We will pick your name from title and prepare certificate, and we post them on our Facebook official page. Our Facebook official page is Institution of Global Professional. Again, congratulations to our webinar, online quiz competition winner, top 10. Congratulations. Slide will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group. And our page and group name is Institution of Global Professional. I repeat, congratulations to our webinar, online quiz competition winner, top 10. Slide will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that we will issue our online quiz competition and certificates on our official Facebook page and group. And our page and group name is Institution of Global Professional. At the end moment of our session, we can say properly feed your skill. Never stop learning cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things, Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end live button, again once thanks to all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation always. See you in our next session. Thank you.